What if I told you imposter syndrome is not a weakness? It is actually a proof that you are doing something right. That feeling where you think, I don't belong here. I am not good enough. They are going to find me out. That feeling, most people are completely misunderstanding it. And the truth behind it might completely change how you see yourself. You finally start something new, a new job, a new business, a new skill. At first, you are excited, but then it hits you. You start comparing yourself to others. People who look more confident, more experienced, more natural. And suddenly your brain whispers, who do you think you are? You are not like them. You just got lucky. And now, instead of feeling proud, you feel like a fraud. That is what people call imposter syndrome. And most advice out there says, just believe in yourself. Remind yourself you are capable. But honestly, that advice barely works because it ignores one powerful truth. Here is the lie nobody talks about. Imposter syndrome does not come from incompetence. It comes from growth. Let that sink in. If you were truly unqualified, you wouldn't feel like an imposter. Why? Because you would not even be in the room. Think about it. Nobody feels like an imposter doing something easy. Nobody doubts themselves trying their shoes or doing something they have mastered. The feeling only appears when you step into something bigger. You challenge your current identity. You are surrounded by people ahead of you. In other words, you feel like an imposter when you are leveling up. So the real question is, what if the problem is not that you don't belong, but that your brain has not caught up to where you are yet? Your brain is designed for safety, not success. It likes what is familiar. It likes what is predictable. So when you enter a new level in life, your brain panics. It says, this is new. This is uncomfortable. This must be dangerous. And it translates that discomfort into one simple story. You don't belong here. But that is not the truth. That is just your brain trying to pull you back to what feels safe. Here is the deeper problem. Most people interpret that feeling the wrong way. They think, I feel like an imposter, so I must be one. And that belief becomes dangerous because it leads to holding back your ideas, not speaking up, playing small, quitting too early. Not because you are incapable, but because you misread that signal. Let's flip the perspective. Instead of asking, why do I feel like an imposter? Ask yourself, what does this feeling actually mean? It means you are in a new environment. You are learning in real time. You are stretching your limits. And here is the truth high performers understand. Feeling unsure is a part of being good at something. Even top athletes, top entrepreneurs, top creators, they all feel it. Not because they are fake, but because they are constantly pushing into unknown territory. Confidence does not come first, but exposure does. Imagine two people. Person A stays where they are comfortable. They only do what they are already good at. They feel confident, but they never grow. Person B steps into new challenges. They feel uncertain. They feel like they don't belong. But over time, they adapt. They improve. They become the person they once admired. So ask yourself, which one actually wins? Here is the real truth. Imposter syndrome is not a sign you are failing. It is a sign you are entering a new identity. You are not an imposter. You are just in transition. And transitions are messy. They feel uncomfortable. They feel uncertain. But they are necessary. Because every level of your life requires a different version of you. So here is the one thing I want you to remember. Don't try to eliminate the feeling. Learn to move with it. You don't need to feel ready to take action. You don't need to feel confident to belong. You just need to keep showing up until your identity catches up with your actions. Because one day, the same place where you felt like an imposter will become the place where others look at you and think, how are they so confident? And you will realize you were never a fraud. You were just early in your growth. If this changed how you see yourself, make sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Because the difference between staying stuck and leveling up is understanding what your mind is really telling you.